Welcome back to the show. You're watching your favorite couple, Namdi and Ashley. We're coming you live from California. You're watching the Ashley and Namdi show. Thank you for tuning in to listen to us ramble. Um, how was your day?
Boring.
Boring. Not a lot going on today,
Not a lot at all. It's been dead.
but we've just been chilling and watching the news, trying to keep up with the ongoing. Yet again, another black man is harassed by law enforcement that's supposed to be protecting us, but we have to keep saying these things like we don't matter. And, enough of these symbolic gestures. We really have to get to the root of this. It's not okay for someone who is entrusted with the lives to serve and protect the lives of everyday citizens
Mm-hmm.
gets to take just behave like a madman. That man should not have a badge. He should not have a gun.
Right.
There's got to be a better way to screen people who end up in law enforcement. That was despicable. That you saw the news with the army vet being harassed by
I saw the headlines. Yeah.
a Virginia police officer. I think he got fired. But you know, the crazy thing is that if there was no camera evidence,
Right. I'm sure
no one would
it
believe that
would.
guy.
Right.
No one would believe him. And it's crazy that someone who served the country, an active duty military guy,
Gets harassed
gets
like that
he
by the
gets
police.
yanked out of
Yeah.
his car at gunpoint and beat up by police officers. Ridiculous. But that's not why we tuned in today. We want you tuned in to watch us talk about what is the recent.
Well, yeah. There was a recent movie that we saw. I think it was on Netflix, and actually it deals with the the same concept, the same thing, really.
Ah, look at that. Didn't
Yeah.
even know that. It was just
Yeah,
apt.
it was the same thing. We watched
Timely.
it the other night.
You know,
What was it called again?
that's crazy. We don't even know the name of the movie you're
God.
talking about. It's on Netflix. It's
Uh,
currently playing on Netflix. It's starring a young black kid with
it's
his
like a short
girlfriend.
film. It's only like 30 minutes long.
Anyway, he's trying to get home to his dog. He slept at a girl's house. It was like a one night stand, and then he wakes up, and every time he's trying to get to his dog, to his apartment to get to his dog, he keeps getting shot by a police officer.
So he's shot in different ways too. Because okay, as soon as he gets killed, he wakes up back in that same girl's apartment. It's like a whole new day, but he gets to relive that whole day. The thing is, as soon as he steps out of the apartment, something happens. He sees that same officer, and the
And he gets
officer
shoots him
kills him in
and
some
kills him.
way.
So he's been living this loop.
Yeah.
It's an endless loop, and I'm not gonna ruin the movie for you. You got to go watch it. It's pretty good. But what makes it really interesting, like doubly interesting, is the fact that it's still in the headlines. We're still talking about law enforcement harassing and sometimes killing unarmed black and brown men.
And then
It's
it's still a problem, and that's I think that's what that's why this movie is so significant, because for a while it just seems like it's just a play on this silly movie game that's a lot of movies throw in when they throw you in this endless loop, and the
yeah,
character has
it's
to try to figure out how to get out of it and solve the problem. The thing is, we don't want it, we can't spoil it, but the ending has a message.
yeah. I mean,
It's pretty powerful.
the
So
movie in beginning just seems like every cliche Hollywood movie, but you quickly start to you see the message there, and
yeah.
it's really sad and unfortunate that we're still dealing with it till today. So it's not even like it's not like a movie you can just write off and wave off as another one of those. No, it's happening, and we have to collectively solve this problem. It's not okay, and yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
it all clicks. It comes together in the end. It even makes sense why they decided to tell the story in this way. Like the whole thing is like, wow.
I have a solution. why don't we all write our congressmen, our senators, whoever it is, like everyone collectively, look up who your representative is and write them a letter, tell them that we need new laws. We need laws that manage the law enforcement better. There can't be impunity. There can't be all crimes, impunity against crimes committed by law enforcement. That, there's got to be consequences when they do something. We can't be spending our taxpayer dollars bailing them out when they commit these crimes. I think that when it starts to cost them money, and the money starts to come out of their pensions and their paychecks, you're going to see a significant change. These people they're not going to be willing to lose their money, and they're going to start fishing out their bad apples. It's not our responsibility to fish out the bad apples in law enforcement. They got to be able to do it among themselves. But it's crazy. I encourage every one of you watching this, if you care for a united America with all these divisions, we can put them to rest. It's real easy if all of us come collectively and write our representatives and just get involved civically, so we can push the message that enough is enough. Right, sweetie?
I guess so. Do you think politics is the only way that things will change though?
Well, if no, politics
Just
is
writing a
actually
new policy and suddenly
politics
everything's
is
good.
no, yeah. Okay, if you want to go there, if you want to go deep, I was just solving it. I was just being
I guess,
regular.
yeah,
I was
people need to be punished.
I'm just
okay.
being a normie, a normal person, a member of this civil society, this created thing that we live in. But if you want to take it deep into morality and universal consciousness, I think that we ought to each one of us need to take responsibility and start looking inward and seeking a better life. Because it starts with one person, and then that ripple effect or that network effect happens where we start spreading empathy, being compassionate. It ain't always about money. We can have compassionate capitalism. That's okay. Once we start, it starts with one person and eventually it spreads. And that will find its way in our laws and in our policies, and we'll just have an overall better society. That's my dream. Are you laughing because
I feel like
it's a go ahead.
Oh, I'm laughing because oh no, that's a good answer, but it's just that I could have predicted you would say something like that. That's your answer for everything. It's just
Hey, I mean, it's crazy. We keep saying the same thing over and over. Generation after generation is just complaining about the same thing. And we can either just focus on that, or we can focus on the solutions. And in my turn, and the way I see it, solutions come by us, embracing cryptocurrency, embracing blockchain, taking advantage of the internet communities to find your niche, find people who you care about and causes that you care about. Devote your life to something larger than just a job or a career, or give back. And once we all take on that journey of becoming better human beings, then some of these political issues will be non-issues. They will be non-existent. Don't you think so? All right, we better wrap this up. This was fun. Thanks for watching our show again. This is Namdi and Ashley. Tune in next time, which is going to be tomorrow.
Why did you look at me like that? It's going to be tomorrow, just so you know.
Just reminding you. And we'll see you here again. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.